Hello, hello. Okay, we have kind of a top-down view here because I got my Steam Deck. Woo, woo, woo! My Steam Deck has come in. This is a cheaper one that is LCD and I believe 256 memory. So we're just going to do an unboxing here. So I have used my husband's Steam Deck before. He's got the OLED one, 1 TB, but I'm excited to finally get my own. We were kind of sharing the Steam Deck a little bit, but he was wary of maybe, oops, might be shaky table here, maybe doing some deck emulation stuff and maybe playing around with Windows desktop. I didn't want to mess around with his device, but I wanted to kind of test it out myself. So I decided to just get my own, and this one is kind of going to be our experimental one where we just like test out different things on it. And since it's a little bit cheaper, I mean, I would be less sad if it would break or brick, but I mean, I would still be sad. I'm going to try not to do that, but I think I'm planning to do a lot of experimentations with this, such as also like streaming OBS on Windows. I know people tried out VR on this, didn't really have much luck. I don't know if I'm going to try out VR, but different things, different customizations. But that's what it looks like when you open the box. Very cool. Let's see if it's all in frame. Open the box. I don't know if I could zoom out anymore. I am kind of balancing this on a tissue box currently. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Cool. This is what you get. It says, attention, attention, atung, and plug in and power on. 2 steps that you need to do first there. And then this is just the diagram of the device as well. And that's where the SD card slot comes in. It doesn't come with an extra SD card, but I did read that you could put up to 1 TB of space extra on mini SD card slots, so I might opt for that. You could also upgrade the internals with extra storage. I'm too scared to open it, so even though I'm going to try to we'll see if I open it myself, even though I want to customize it. I don't know. I heard that opening the Steam Deck, even though Valve supports it, it can make the durability worse depending on how you do it. And I'm a newbie to that. You can also plug in an external hard drive, but you need to format the hard drive to make it work. So that's what I read. I'm probably going to opt for buying a 1 TB SD card. And you get your power bank here. So contents, power adapter. So this is the power bank. Oh, an extra divider box. Valve right there. Okay, so this one, I'll just go ahead and slice it open here. And look at that there. I just realized my scissors kind of match the inserts a little bit with the blue. So you get your power bank. That is what it's looking like inside. And I like how compact this power bank is as well. And so this is the one it comes with. I did confirm you can actually charge the Steam Deck using just like a small USB to wall plug-in, but it might not be as fast as say this or a laptop charger. But it does register as being charged. So I have seen some people use this as like a mini laptop computer. I want to test that out as well, but that's cool that the battery can charge off like very compact cables. But this is a case, so that's very nice that even with the lower tier, lower cost version, you still get a really nice hefty case here, and it's hard shelled but soft on the outside. So let's open this. And it says, your games are going places. And so take out this plastic wrap, put it to the side. And so it's a little sleeve. We'll take out the sleeve a little bit. Gotta just tuck this in because I don't really feel like ripping it, even though I'm not returning this and I'm probably gonna discard this. But let's try to take it out without ripping it. We'll see. Okay, so it's sliding right out. Just need to tuck in the handle a little bit. And there's a little Steam Deck logo. It's got a valve tag there. That's cute. White zippers, the blue emblem. Got this little elastic thing here, I believe. You can put the charger here and just like tuck that in there because it will not fit in the case. But yeah, it's pretty compact. You could even make it kind of flush as well. So the charger's in there. Give it a shake. It's not going to go anywhere. And so let's go ahead and open this baby up and see what the deck looks like. So, which way does it open? The hinge is there. So, let's open that. Oh, gotta cut off this security little zip tie thing. All right, we'll snip that off. Okay, now it can open. Open the clamshell case. And, you know, we'll move this box out of the way. We'll clean up a little bit here. Okay. Ta-da! This is the LCD Steam Deck. You can see me here. Hello. LCD Steam Deck. Very nice. And so, let's go and take a look at it. So I'm going to come to the other side so I could see. So this is what it's looking like in my hand. Very clean, clear. I love the feel of this material, but I'm very clumsy, so I need to put some kind of covering in it. I do have some options already, but I have more coming in the mail, so it's not going to be my final. But we have these buttons here. I really don't know what I'll use these buttons for. I know we could customize it, but if you guys use these buttons, what do you usually use them for? I'll need to research into that. We have the buttons here. So I noticed a difference between the OLED and this one is the power button is orange on the higher price OLED ones. And I kind of wish this is orange too, because I have some accessories that I want to match with an orange color, but oh well, I could always like put a sticker on it or something. So this is us, this is here, and this is a Steam Deck. That's how it looks. And in my hands, it's pretty hefty, it's pretty big, not gonna lie. But I do have very long fingers as well. People say I have piano fingers, so it might actually look small in my hands. Now to compare it, I'm just gonna go through the other devices, handheld devices I have. The Nintendo Switch. I have little like bumpers and stuff in here. The Nintendo Switch is definitely more compact. The weight actually is not that, doesn't feel that much more for its size. But yeah, you could see the comparison there. And I play the Nintendo Switch with a grip, so in reality, this is how thick my Nintendo Switch is. I mostly have it for the ergonomics and also the protection. And so I keep this on even with the dock because it has inserts for the dock. So realistically, this is how I play the Nintendo Switch and how EPS plays a Nintendo Switch as well using this because it's way more ergonomic. And so this is ergonomic as well. And so that's like the size comparison, the thickness comparison. It's actually a pretty thin device comparatively. Not on the handles though. And just to give more of a comparison, going down my history of handhelds, we have my Game Boy Color from over 20 years ago. So I have this Game Boy Color, it still has a game on there, it's Pac-Man, it still works. And so it's very compact. And just as a bonus, I have pinball handheld. So here are some comparisons on like little handheld sizes that I've used in the past. I could also compare, more modernly is my phone. This is just like my Pixel 6a, and I also use sometimes my Pixel 9 Fold, which I'm using to record on. I actually use this a lot as a gaming device, especially through cloud gaming like Boostroid. You could also do Netflix gaming on here. I sometimes use my iPad as well, but I've been recently connecting it to this game serve, and so this is kind of what it looks like. Here's the comparison between the OLED, which is my husband's, and so here's some differences. So this is the OLED etched glass, and so this is the LCD that I just got. But this is a newer, more expensive one, retailing about $700, and this one is about a little under $400. You can see the screen is a little bit bigger on the OLED. The keys are a little bit different as well. This has white underneath, and this is all black. This one has the orange power button, but the LCD does not. This comes with the 1 terabyte. This I bought at the 256, but I plan to upgrade the storage a lot as well. But size and physicality comparison, it is the same size, the same weight, just a difference in screen size and like colorings of the buttons maybe. I'm gonna do a more in-depth comparison of how these two compare later. This is more just an unboxing and setting up my Steam Deck initially. Talking about accessories, one of the accessories I have is this old Stadia controller, RIP Google Stadia Cloud Gaming. It didn't come with these little paw knobs, but I really like the orange on here. And I'm planning to get a white case that's shipping later, so it matches with the controller. But with the OLED, it comes with just that one little pop of orange. I thought it would be really cute to match with this controller. Unfortunately, did not realize that the LCD version didn't come with orange, but oh well. I might switch to other controllers. I might use this one, but it was my favorite controller for a while. Other accessories, I think I'm gonna play the Steam Deck docked most of the time because I want to share it on streaming or recordings, and also just play it on the TV from the couch a lot. So I got this pretty inexpensive docking station from Sabrent. I never heard of Sabrent before, but I picked it up at Micro Center, and the attendant said Sabrent's a well-known company that makes a lot of like internet devices. So I picked it up. It was only about 40 bucks, and it comes with pretty much everything I need except for maybe an Ethernet port, but I don't really know how much I would use an Ethernet port for, so it comes with an extra USB-C if you want to plug in USB-C devices, a bunch of USB-A. It charges any device even if you don't have something like the Steam Deck already plugged in. So you could use this for the Steam Deck, which is advertised here. You could use it for other devices like the Rogue Ally and others as well. This is what it looks like. It's got feet here for grip, and also on the inside, which is nice, and has the USB-C plug-in for your device here. And so here's the ports with HDMI in the back, and this is a power in by USB-C, and this is how it fits on the stand. You can see my tissue box prop there, what it looks like behind. that's what it looks like. Other things I got. This is really ripped up, but just to show you guys what I got like a pack of 6 or 8 or so from Control Freak thumb grips. So I got those. I got screen protector also from Micro Center. And so I got this one. This one is the anti-glare. So I'll be popping this on as well. I failed a lot at this, but it is what it is. There's fuzzies, there's little bubbles there with fuzzies I can't get rid of. There's big fuzzies. I try to get rid of the big fuzzies. There's fuzzies all around, but got my screen protector on. Let's put on these things. Put them inside out. Hopefully this one will be easier. Okay, the last accessory I got, which I'm probably going to return though, is this block armor case with a kickstand, also from Micro Center. I ordered some white ones coming in later this month, so I think I kind of like a white aesthetic. I'll try that next time and put it on when it comes. But for now, I might use this. However, I might not, because it actually doesn't fit into the dock. This is what it looks like on. It gives grip, it gives protection. I love the protection around all the corners. Yeah, it doesn't cover all of the front, but this is a kickstand. Just a note, I did see one of these used at Micro Center for $10 off, and the kickstand was broken, so this can be quite flimsy. I'll have to be careful of that. But yeah, that is it with the kickstand. However, it does not fit in here, unfortunately. I mean, you could kind of try to balance it. Yeah, it's too thick, but even then, this thing doesn't have a cutout for the dock, so you can't plug it in down at all. Very unfortunate. So, I will be using it without. Okay, I'm going to plug it in and turn it on really quick. I plugged it in off camera, and this is what it's looking like. It made a little bloop noise, and now it's turning on. Actually, I kind of like the blue knobs because the logo is all blue here. Here's the 1 terabyte OLED just to compare. Let's give that. Turn that on. So yeah, orange OLED versus blue LCD. Okay, I logged in, connected to my Wi-Fi, and now it's downloading Steam. The fan is going hard, guys. I could definitely hear it. And yeah, it said it takes about 4 minutes, so we'll be back. Oh no, update error. Okay, an hour later, finally got to this screen. Not gonna lie, that was a pretty clunky startup for my Steam Deck LCD, probably because it came out maybe many years ago, but still, it was not a pleasant experience. I had to factory reset the Steam Deck 2 times, even though I never started it before. It kept getting stuck in the install screen with the loading and was stuck there forever, and it kept popping up with the update error. And also, it didn't help that whenever I tried to like check things, it was really easy to like go back on the screen. So part user error, part just like funny business with the software. So anyways, not gonna lie, that was really frustrating, but we're here. I logged into my Steam account already, and this is welcome to Steam Deck. Let's hope that we could play some games soon because I'm getting hangry. Press any button or tap on the screen. Okay, let's do a screen tap. Okay, this is a Steam button, access library, store, settings, and more. This is quick access, notifications, and power button up there, volume up there, a micro SD card slot, which we don't have yet, parental controls, don't need that, have fun. All right, this is my library. So I'm excited to play some games here. I'm pretty much gonna use this. I'm gonna see how far this could go as my gaming PC because I do not have my own gaming PC. I rely on cloud gaming or my PS5. And one of the games that is not available on any of those platforms, cloud gaming or PS5, I believe, is Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment. This is pretty graphically intense when I try to play it on my 5-year-old laptop. Not a gaming laptop, it's a MacBook 2019 MacBook Pro, but still not too many games to play on there, including this one. And it's not on cloud gaming, so I want to play this Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is another one where I wanted to get a Steam Deck because I found that it doesn't play well even on a new gaming PC, which my husband has, and I tested on it. It has some weird glitches in the beginning, and also, of course, on my laptop it did. And it's also graphically intense, where on cloud gaming, it just has its hiccups. So I tested it on his OLED version of the Steam Deck, and it played better than all those different places I mentioned before. So yeah, I'm gonna try it on the LCD version, and this might be my mainstay where I play this particular game on. Let's see, other games. So we have some, like this one has a yellow, but like ironically, it just plays better than gaming PCs that I've tried. This one is also yellow. Cyberpunk, I love that game. I play some of that. Inzoi, I think I tried playing Inzoi on the OLED one. It didn't quite work. VR, I don't think I'm gonna try it. No Man's Sky, people say they have had good experiences with No Man's Sky on the Steam Deck, so I'm gonna try that out. I haven't really been able to play that game. I tried to load it up on PSVR to connect it to my husband's gaming PC. It didn't quite work. So EPS, actually, my husband, he completed Baldur's Gate all on the Steam Deck. Of course, the graphics were not the best. He was talking about how the beards looked like grid meshes, but he played the game like 2 times on the Steam Deck. So goes to show that it still was fun to use. So here's some games that I will test out on here as well. And I'll be playing on my channel some of these and maybe some new ones because there's some Steam sales coming out as well. So I'll be playing some indies really soon on here. But yeah, this is like just starting up the Steam Deck.